The reporter took a photo of the priest. When he received the photo, he found a white line. This white line became longer and longer, almost piercing the priest's body. Before the reporter could figure out the reason, the priest had an accident. On a rainy day, the priest hurried back to the church in a panic. But just as he was about to enter the church, the door suddenly locked. Then, a lightning bolt appeared in the sky, and the steel column on the roof was struck down. The steel column fell straight down, piercing through the priest's body. After seeing the newspaper, the reporter was scared. He contacted Robert, the last person who had contact with the priest. Through questioning, the reporter discovered that it was not his camera that had a problem. It was Robert's son who had a problem. Ever since he adopted Damien, there had been constant accidents every day. Just a few days ago, Damien merely glanced at their housemaid, and the housemaid committed suicide. At that time, they didn't know that Damien was actually the son of a demon, and anyone who had contact with him would be targeted by him. The journalist, because he was investigating Damien. A white line also appeared on his own photo, meaning the next one to die would be himself. The journalist wanted to find out the truth with Robert. The two went to the hospital where Damien was born. They were told that there had been a fire here 5 years ago, and everything had burnt down. They met a woman who had survived the fire. From her, they found the key person, the priest who had advised Robert to adopt Damien. The priest, whose face had been disfigured by the fire 5 years ago, had also lost the ability to speak. He could only write down an address. They followed the clues and found their way to the address. They discovered that it was a graveyard. They first found the grave of Damien's biological mother. When they opened it, they were shocked. Inside was a skeleton of a wolf. Then he opened the adjacent grave. Inside was the skeleton of a baby. This was his own biological son. When he saw the hole in the skull of the corpse, he realized that his son did not die at birth, but was murdered by a follower of the demon. It turned out that all of this was a conspiracy. Just as Robert was considering how to deal with Damien, far away, Damien began to feel something. He got on his skateboard, ready to go after his adoptive mother.